Oh. Okay. Oh, a little long. A little more, a little long. Yeah. Oh. Okay, the Streamline Range. MVP's first anti-dome? What do they call it? Negative dome. MVP's first negative dome disc through their company Streamline disc. Streamline is the brand that has no overmold. It's just like a regular disc like most other companies. And most people are comparing it to the Castoplast Berg, and that's because the Berg was the first disc, I believe, that had this type of shape. I'll show you the disc up close in a minute. But for me, this was a little bit more shallow than a Berg or even a Berg X. I didn't bring either of those with me because I just wanted to have the disc and the camera and throw some holes today for this video. Hey, James from the future of this video. If you do want to see the disc compared to a Berg, TK Disc Golf did a great review. It's super short and sweet. Please don't leave now. Stay to the end. This video's fun, I promise. But if you're wanting to see it compared to a Berg, go watch that video. But the hump isn't as prominent as the Berg and Berg X's, but it's definitely still there. Definitely noticeable. We just parked that. I want to ace run this one. Drop, please. Ooh, gave it a chance. In the space race video that I posted right before this video got dropped, I talk a lot about it in there where I thought my range was overstable compared to other people's on my card, but I watched some of the video back and I think I was throwing a little bit more hyzer than I realized in that video. But there was still a couple shots where I think other people's range had a bit more flip than mine. But mine definitely will turn, which you could see that from my first throw on the first hole of this video. That was in a tailwind, so it definitely had some turn. I think I threw that flat. Go up the gut here instead of around, trying to flip it up the flat and put it in. It's a short guy. A lot of these are short. A little high. I wasn't expecting that. Let's do it again. Let's not try and finesse it. Let's just try and bullet it right at it. Oh, that was the throw. I just threw it right. We got to try that again. Ah. Okay, so for the range, here is that little hump I was telling you about. If you've ever thrown a Berg or Berg X or seen one, held one, you could probably tell from just this little profile shot that it's not as prominent as the other ones. So I'm not proud that I do this, and I kind of hate it, but sometimes I'll get caught up on flight numbers, and I thought the range was like a 1-1 minus 0.50. So I thought it was gonna have like a little bit of turn and no fade. But on the MVP's website, it says it's a 2-1 minus 0.51. So I was completely wrong about it. It's not supposed to just turn and hold. But sometimes when my friends threw it in the space race, they did. I don't know. Now that I think about it, mine for flight numbers might be spot on. I was definitely wrong about it in the space race. For like, wasn't wrong. It was fine how I saw it, but I don't know. Nighttime disc golf messes with my head. Except on the crave, the space race crave, love it. We play this as an alternate sometimes. Downhill, headwind. We're gonna see how much stability it really has here. I'm gonna hang it to the left because if it fades left, I'm fine with that. If it turns the whole way, we'll see. There's some turn, a little bit more. Whoa, whoa, oh my gosh. Oh, I thought it was like gonna get close to the basket. It's great. Wow. It's great meaning like headwind downhill. I didn't throw it downhill. I think I threw it up in the air, but had some turn and then held on at the end. Like, this is the strongest headwind that I've thrown this disc in so far though, for sure. Really didn't want to shoot this video on such a windy day, but it might be good for the test. I don't know. All right, don't hit a tree and kick left and hit these people. Can you see these people? Left or right tailwind? Oh my gosh, that wind just threw that thing around. That was wild. How does the wind mess with a one glide disc that much? I think it shows how windy it is right now. We're gonna throw here another headwind shot. It says 182. You can see the basket over here. Then we'll go out into flat ground area. Give them a couple smacks. See what we can C in like tailwind and headwind. And then we'll end on my favorite hole for disc reviews for putt and approach type discs. Going fan grip on this one. I don't know if I threw that like enough or not enough, but I like how the headwind kind of turned it up and then it just stayed there. That's awesome. It's not gonna, yeah. I'm so good at describing discs, like come on. Here's your slight headwind shot. One kind of died down on the walk over here. I'd say that is the exact flight numbers that MVP gave it. Since we're on the way over there, might as well try and run a little forehand in. It's really, really nice. Like, now that I'm throwing it, I don't want it to be like understable and flip and not come back at all. Like, that feels good. Wow. I was way wrong. I didn't think I'd want the Range. I was kind of sad because I love MVP. Like, wrong way. They're one of my favorite brands. If you watch the channel for any amount of time, you know I throw a lot of it on here, do a lot of reviews. They get views too, but also they're just fun discs and I enjoy them. Fun company especially. But in my bag, I have the Berg X and an Armadillo that's like their putter plastic from Lone Star. I don't know what it is, but I love that Armadillo. It's my forehand, like running the basket, just flick it. It's gonna go straight for me the whole way. I feel really confident when I'm trying to run the basket with that disc. And I'm like, is the Range gonna have to kick it out? I don't think it's going to. I don't think it's gonna kick the Berg X out of my bag either, because like those two, for what I do, complement each other. I used to have that cereal bowl disc in the bag for a little bit, but it didn't stay that long. But the Range is way more fun than I thought it was originally during the space race. Like, I liked it, it was okay. But when I was throwing it on hyzer thinking it was gonna flip like some of the ones that I saw my friends throw, and it didn't do it as much, I was like, is mine broke? I'm like, no, it's actually kind of nice. Mine was also the only green one, I think, in our group. Like, one kid had a white one, there was a teal one, there's a purple, bluish one. I think there might have been two of those. So I don't know if the color of the glow plastic makes a difference at all or not. We passed another card. Oh, it's so windy right now. Well, this is the time to do a forehand with this tailwind. That's great. There was a card that passed us during the round. I was like, hey, how's your guys' ranges flying? And two people said overstable. So, like, I don't know how much I can trust them. I don't remember who said it. So they could just be throwing on extra hyzer like mine in that video. But now that I'm here, I can see how it's coming out of my hand in the daylight, see how it's actually flying. I think the numbers that MVP gave it, pretty spot on. That's my stamp of approval of the flight numbers, if it holds any weight for you. This is hole 18 of this course. It's my favorite hole for these type of disc reviews. 232 feet, pretty much straight ahead. I say pretty much because this D-pad goes this way, but from where you're at, it's straight ahead. That yellow pole is also a Mando. You got to stay left. I walked down this T-pad the wrong way. So that was a bit too much hyzer, but it had a little quick flip to flat. What I'm really excited for with this disc is for it to come out in Electron. That's one of the reasons why that Armadillo is for sure staying in the bag, because it's that putter plastic and I'm mostly running chains with it and I can throw my Berg X. It's like K1 line, and so I think it'll be cool when this is in putter plastic. I think it'll be a little while, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I know people are more interested in other types of plastics, but I can't wait for Electron. What plastic would you love to see this disc in? So I know MVP fans are excited for this style of disc to replace their other anti-dome ones. Are you super happy with the glow, or are you excited for a different type of plastic from MVP? Let me know. Put this one at the basket and not over that ditch. I overcorrected. Gosh, dang, that thing's straight. Okay, one more throw, then I gotta go pick up my daughter from daycare. If you played a space race and you got your range, let me know how yours flies. If you think it's good with the flight numbers or if it's not. And then let me know what color yours glows. Gyropalooza box is coming soon, couple weeks. Hit subscribe if you want to see that. I'm gonna do a live video pulling everything out with you at the same time, and then I will do a throwing everything in my Gyropalooza box video after that. And then anything special in there, like the balance, is going to get its own video. So excited for it. I still need a crux from Thought Space, because I think I got a plan in my head for that. Oh, man. I lied. One more throw. Oh my gosh! That had to be right in front of it. Okay, that flipped like I was wanting it to the whole space race. Maybe it's beaten in and I'm gonna fall in love with it. I could kick the Berg X out.